Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And he's brought down after a very nice game. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Let's go defense. Let's go defense. Postpone for Mike. Mike's postpone. Drop deep, drop deep.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Watson. Fells has it. Left side. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, here's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down. A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. On 2nd down, it's Miller. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Watch the slide, watch the slide.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Second down and goal. Watson flushed out right. Got a man open. It's Fuller for the Texans touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Brees. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Let's put him on the buses.
53.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brees. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good.
And the Saints, 1st down.
Ready? 95-56. 95-56.
Toss play, Kamara. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up.
Ready? 11.
From the 41, Brees. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time.
Brees looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Brees on the hook up to Thomas for the New Orleans first.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Brees going to come up here 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On 1st down. It's Grant, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Yellow waiting.
Watch the run.
11.
41 Mike. 41 Mike. So,
Hey, orbit.
41
From the gun, it's Brees. That's caught by Meredith right side. And he's got this down to the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
Brees going to come up here, 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Shotgun now for Brees. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually...
Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. What's good on the extra point? And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. This not the final game of this opening weekend. Still one more, and that comes your way later tonight out in Oakland. The Denver Broncos and Vic Fangio's coaching debut taking on the Oakland Raiders. The final home opener for the Silver and Black in Lamar Miller. 20. Touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 79 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Breeze now on first down. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Come on, one thing for sure. You know that Michael Thomas is going to be the target on a 3rd down pass, and Drew Brees finds him and keeps this drive moving.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And now it's 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard.
Ready.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Tackles. Mike, 55.
Bravo.
Mike.
Yep. Watch the twist.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
I'm on. You go 21.
Snap comes at 1. And now Breeze. Caught on the left side by Ginn. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 53 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
36. Hey, Echo.
Again, it's Breeze. This is caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very... And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
And now out comes Houston. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now Watson. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
3rd and long, it's Watson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. To throw is Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Watson. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the football.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
It's
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Both 7's the mic. Both 7's the mic. Hey, let's get that lost ball.
Throwing again is Watson. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. A final shot before the break. Watson. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we are at halftime in the first of 2 here on this opening Monday night of 2019. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
at their own 24-yard line.
So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 24. They start the second half with Kamara. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
You kill.
41 Mike, right here, 41 Mike.
Hey, team 6.
From the 31, Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Here we go.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Ready? 95-56. 95-56. 14.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. And Cook has it, left side. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Benardrick McKinney, a first-time Pro Bowler a season ago, and on the tackle there.
Second and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Let's get it.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a second and 6.
I got you.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints have moved out in front. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, first and 10 at their own 23. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Now it's Watson. Dancing to his left. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Demario Davis, his second sack of the night.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Throwing on third down, Watson, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
They begin on the ground with Camara. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Camara. And Camara has it stripped, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it, and somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Grant. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Easy.
Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Will Lutz on for the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. Back now here live in New Orleans, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. They begin with a run by Miller. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, puts a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, deep ball, short ball. And that was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football, contesting everything.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Hey, 31! Hey, we got to snap it.
They will indeed snap it to Watson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the second foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in that house.
Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Flush to his right. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself.
And he's going to go down, sacked back at the 13-yard line. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The kick by Lutz is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. A shotgun snap for Watson. That's caught. It's DeAndre Carter. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Back to throw, Watson. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Watson now to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And the pressure gets to him again. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Out of the gun, Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Here's Watson. Steps away to his left and avoids the contact by sliding. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Here's Watson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Easy, opposite. 41's coming, 41's the mark.
Breeze is looking to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 16 yards, a first down.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, it's Kamara. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining.
Check 46.
Check back.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
It's 4th down.
So this one, a victory here for New Orleans. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for New Orleans, it's a great win here on a Monday night as they'll start the new campaign 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for Houston, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.